When it comes to buying equipment, we don't look at it as we're a specific color or we're a specific brand. We're looking for the best piece of equipment for that purpose. You know, the opportunity to work with Baroness and get some of their machines out here, and once you see them, they kind of sell themselves.
We used a floating head for a number of years. The one thing I guess I wasn't totally happy with it for is that I feel like our green speeds weren't where they could be if we were using a fixed head. Through a couple peers in the industry, I learned of Baroness and tried them out, and here we are a couple years later, and I'm sold on Baroness, and will use these fixed head walk mowers for the remainder of my career.
You start these machines up and they run like a Swiss watch right from the time you turn them over. And of course, the first thing that we noticed was the quality of cut is impeccable.
You know, for us, the first most important thing of everything is we have to have a great quality of cut. That kind of drives everything, you know. It keeps your grass from being less prone to disease, and you get a better playing surface that way. So the quality of cut being superior with Baroness is a huge part in what we're doing.
We were having to do a lot of double cutting to get the green speeds that I wanted. When we switched to the Baroness mowers, I was able to achieve the speeds that I wanted with just single cutting. So that was a big factor in making that switch. But what was interesting when we started using the Baroness mowers is I could top dress and the mowers would come back, and the mechanic could not tell that we top dressed that morning. So it was kind of interesting that the steel is so strong that it holds up better through sand, top dressings, aerification.
It would probably be 4 bed knife changes on to 1 bed knife change on the Baroness. And that's about what it's averaged out to so far this year. Even after we top dress, might have to tighten them down just a little bit, but other than that, they're still good to go.
And we really found the same thing with the cut quality of the fairway mower. You know, we've been able to go out and mow, you know, probably the entire golf course twice before we've had to have our golf course mechanic come in and adjust units, and that really doesn't happen.
The rough mowers have been great. They're very easy to service from a mechanical standpoint. Makes our mechanic really happy. They also seem to be significantly more fuel efficient than what we've seen out of some other mowers. The other great thing about it is they're just very easy to use, and they're straightforward, and you get that classic Baroness quality of cut out of them.
In the flip up, you can clean stuff right in front of you. You don't have to have somebody crawling on the ground with a hose to try and clean the bottoms of your decks. And again, that's thoughtful design.
Yeah, on the triplex units, even though they're cable driven, we really haven't had any issue with that. It actually seems like it might be preferable in the long run. The nice thing about it is there's really no risk. It's not complicated or relying on a computer like an electrically driven reel is. You also don't have the risk of a hydraulic leak and, you know, something killing grass on your putting greens. So the cable is kind of a nice in-between there that kind of has the best of both worlds.
They're like vacuum cleaners. It's amazing. Those are indispensable. Once you use those once, you're going to wonder how you ever lived without them, honestly. It's a huge amount of time, labor, and money that, you know, you can eliminate.
Next time we do a major equipment purchase, I'm certainly going to look at the fairway mowers and rough mowers, and I expect the quality to be there the same as it is with the greens mowers. So I'm excited about that going forward, and also understanding that the wait times to receive equipment is not an issue as it can be with some other manufacturers.
And as far as equipment availability has been, we don't have to wait or order things a year in advance, everything along those lines. And I think that, as we move forward, we're just going to get more and more Baroness equipment in the building.
And I'm not going to tell you that there aren't any flaws in Baroness equipment, but what I'm saying is that you put them head to head and put them side to side with their competitors, and I think, myself personally, I think that they are exceeding their competition, no question about it.